Should you allow your teenager to smoke? A question that, on the surface, seems like it should have a clear-cut answer, but in reality it's a topic shrouded in controversy and complexity. In a world where the reality of teenage smoking is becoming increasingly prevalent, it's a conversation we can't afford to ignore. This isn't just about setting boundaries or flexing parental authority, it's about the health and future of our youth. This question may seem straightforward, but the answer is far from simple. To understand the gravity of the situation, let's delve into some cold, hard facts. Teenage smoking is a widespread issue that affects millions of teenagers worldwide. It's not just a phase or a rebellious act. Smoking is a life-altering decision with severe consequences. The World Health Organization reports that every day, approximately 100,000 adolescents light up a cigarette for the first time. That's a staggering 36.5 million new teenage smokers each year. And what makes this even more alarming is that nearly 1 in 3 of these teens will continue to smoke into adulthood, drastically increasing their risk for various health issues. Smoking poses severe health risks, especially to developing bodies. It can stunt lung growth and function, leading to a higher risk of chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and lung cancer. Not to mention, it increases the chances of heart disease, stroke, and a myriad of other cancers. Beyond health, the societal impact is immense. The cost of smoking-related healthcare and the loss in productivity is estimated to be in the billions. And let's not forget the emotional toll, the anxiety, the guilt, the fear. It's a burden no teenager should have to bear. As you can see, the numbers speak for themselves. The impact of teenage smoking is significant and far-reaching. Now that we have the facts, what are the real-life consequences of teenage smoking? Let's start with the immediate effects. It's no secret that smoking can wreak havoc on a teenager's academic performance. The nicotine in cigarettes can interfere with the brain's ability to process information, leading to poor concentration, memory problems, and ultimately, a decline in grades. Then there's the social aspect. Smoking can create a rift between the smoker and their non-smoking peers. It can lead to exclusion from social events, isolation, and even bullying. Smoking also takes a toll on mental health. It's a common misconception that smoking helps with stress. In reality, nicotine creates a cycle of addiction that can exacerbate anxiety and depression. Now let's talk about the long-term consequences. The addictive nature of nicotine can lead to a lifelong dependence on cigarettes, trapping the individual in a cycle of addiction that can be incredibly difficult to break. And the health complications? They're far from minor. We're talking about an increased risk of heart disease, lung cancer, and stroke. And remember, the damage doesn't stop at the smoker. Secondhand smoke also poses serious health risk to those around them. The consequences of teenage smoking are not only immediate but also have a lasting impact that extends into adulthood. Remember, the choices we make in our teenage years often set the stage for the rest of our lives. So, should you allow your teenager to smoke? We've delved into this controversial question, explored the hard facts, and faced the stark consequences. We've navigated a sea of statistics, from the alarmingly high percentage of teens who start smoking each year to the devastating health problems they face later in life. We've seen how smoking can lead to addiction, health complications, and even premature death. We've also talked about the social implications, how smoking can isolate teens from their peers, disrupt their academic performance, and negatively impact their futures. But what does all this mean for you, as someone who cares about a teenager's well-being? The takeaway is clear. The risks associated with teenage smoking far outweigh any perceived benefits. It's not just about the immediate health risks, but also about the potential for long-term damage, both physically and socially. To put it simply, allowing your teenager to smoke is akin to letting them play Russian roulette with their health and future. It's a game where the odds are stacked against them, and the stakes are far too high. However, it's crucial to remember that communication is key. Open dialogue, understanding, and guidance can go a long way in helping your teenager make the right choices. In the end, the decision is yours. But remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better decisions you can make for your teenager's future.